The intricate and often closely guarded world of the British royal family has in recent times been marked by an increasingly visible and deeply concerning fracture in its familial bonds, most notably in the strained relationship between King Charles Roman III and his younger son, Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex. Welcome viewers to my channel. Please subscribe, like my video, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next update. This evolving discord is fundamentally rooted in a persistent and emotionally charged disagreement concerning the arrangements for the personal security of Harry and his family whenever they choose to visit the United Kingdom. This is not a trivial bureaucratic hurdle to overcome. Rather, it has become a significant and deeply personal point of contention, one that Prince Harry himself has publicly identified as the primary impediment standing in the way of any meaningful reconciliation with his father, the reigning monarch. In a remarkably candid and widely publicized interview aired by BBC News, Prince Harry made the rather stark and disheartening assertion that his father has effectively ceased all direct lines of communication with him, a consequence he directly and unequivocally attributes to their seemingly irreconcilable differences regarding the necessary levels of personal safety and protection that should be afforded to him and his loved ones while on British soil. Despite this apparent and rather profound breakdown in direct familial dialogue, Prince Harry has taken a public stance expressing a sincere and heartfelt desire for a mending of these fractured familial ties, articulating a poignant wish for reconciliation with his royal kin. He somberly reflected on the inherent preciousness and brevity of life, suggesting with a degree of resignation that the ongoing and protracted conflict serves no constructive purpose and ought to be brought to an amicable resolution for the well-being of all involved. Furthermore, in a gesture that hints at a degree of personal introspection and a willingness to move forward, Harry conveyed that despite the numerous disagreements and occasional tensions that have characterized his interactions with certain members of his extended family over the years, he has arrived at a point of personal acceptance and resolution, stating that he has consciously chosen to forgive them for any past grievances or perceived slights. This revealing and emotionally charged interview with the BBC came shortly after Prince Harry suffered a notable legal setback in his determined appeal concerning the arrangements for his security while in the UK, a judicial outcome that prompted a firm and resolute statement from the official channels of Buckingham Palace. The palace in its official response firmly reiterated its established position on the matter, emphasizing that the various facets of these complex security concerns had been subjected to repeated and exceptionally meticulous examination by the relevant legal authorities, consistently leading to the same conclusions and judgments, thereby firmly underscoring the official royal stance and the legal precedent that had been established through due process. Against this backdrop of palpable familial tension and the intense scrutiny of the global media, a quiet yet undeniably significant moment of apparent familial solidarity unfolded during the solemn and historically important Bay commemorations held at the iconic Buckingham Palace. Princess Anne, the Princess Royal and the esteemed sister of King Charles, offered a visually discernible and seemingly heartfelt gesture of support directed towards her elder brother, the king. This particular interaction, keenly observed and meticulously documented by the ever-present lenses of the international media, and subsequently subjected to detailed analysis by seasoned experts in the nuanced field of nonverbal communication, provided a compelling and insightful glimpse into the often unseen internal dynamics that govern the royal family. Judy James, a highly respected and widely recognized body language specialist, carefully interpreted Princess Anne's gentle, yet deliberate pat on the back of King Charles is a demonstrably strong display of unity at a particularly sensitive time when Charles is publicly navigating the complexities of a deeply personal and widely reported conflict with his younger son. James further elaborated on the subtle yet telling nuances of this brief interaction, noting that Princess Anne, who had been engaged in what appeared to be a cordial conversation with her brother during the ceremonial aerial fly past, seemed to keenly observe King Charles's apparent intention to withdraw indoors perhaps slightly prematurely before the formal conclusion of the playing of the national anthem. In what appeared to be an almost instinctive and certainly caring response, Anne gently extended her hand and placed it reassuringly on his back, a gesture that was widely interpreted not merely as a casual touch, but rather as a subtle yet clear and considerate warning or reminder, allowing him the opportunity to turn and appropriately reposition himself in time for the dignified conclusion of the anthem. This seemingly small and perhaps fleeting act resonated with considerable significance, suggesting not only a fundamental bond of familial affection and mutual respect between the siblings, but also a sense of Princess Anne diligently and discreetly keeping a watchful eye on her brother, offering quiet yet tangible support and attentiveness during a moment of significant public duty and visibility. This public display of apparent solidarity between the king and his steadfast sister serves to further highlight the internal alignments and potential divisions within the royal family, implicitly drawing a contrast with the widely reported strain in other prominent sibling relationships within the immediate royal circle. The widening and increasingly conspicuous chasm that has developed between Prince Harry and his elder brother, Prince William, the Prince of Wales, casts a significant and undeniably sombre shadow over the broader and often idealized landscape of the British royal family. Informed sources with privileged insight into the often guarded inner workings of the royal household have indicated that Prince William has seemingly reached a point of profound emotional disengagement and considerable frustration with his younger brother, to the extent of effectively ceasing any meaningful or substantive communication between them. The very mention of Prince Harry's name is reportedly now treated as a highly sensitive and strictly off-limits topic within Prince William's immediate personal and professional circle. A stark indication of the depth and apparent severity of this deeply personal relational fracture. This deliberate avoidance and the apparent cessation of direct dialogue between the once close brothers underscore the extent to which their once seemingly unbreakable bond has deteriorated, suggesting a level of estrangement that may prove exceptionally challenging, if not entirely impossible, to fully mend or reconcile in the foreseeable future. Looking ahead to the inevitable future, the anticipated and historically significant ascension of Prince William to the throne as the next king of the United Kingdom looms as a potentially pivotal and transformative moment. With numerous seasoned royal observers, astute commentators, and informed analysts widely speculating that this significant transition of power could, rather than serve as a catalyst for healing the existing and deeply entrenched rifts within the family, may in fact serve to exacerbate the prevailing tensions, potentially widening the already considerable gulf between the two royal brothers even further. The far-reaching ramifications of this internal familial discord extend considerably beyond the realm of purely personal relationships, significantly impacting the public's overall perception and the carefully cultivated image of the royal family as a cohesive, unified, and steadfast institution. Adding a further layer of critical perspective to this complex situation, the respected royal expert Hilary Ford, which has offered a rather sharp and pointed evaluation of Prince Harry's recent public conduct and the demonstrably detrimental effects it has had on his once favorable standing within the